Imagine for a second that the most transformative moments of your life have nothing to do with what you've read or learned in school. Picture those late night decisions, those unexpected failures, those aha moments that were never in your syllabus. Now ask yourself, what if I told you that success, fulfillment, and growth aren't found in textbooks at all? You see, textbooks are safe, they're structured, they give you theories and formulas that don't always apply to the messy, unpredictable world we live in. What I'm going to share with you today will challenge what you've been taught, make you rethink the very way you approach success, and maybe even push you to take risks you never thought possible. But here's the real reason why you need to stay tuned to this message. I'm going to unlock the truths that nobody talks about in classrooms. The truths that will give you the power to break free from the rules, the formulas, and the limits imposed by others. And I guarantee that if you embrace this way of thinking, you'll never look at your future the same way again. The unconventional path to success. We all have an idea of what success looks like. It's the neatly organized picture in the textbook, the traditional blueprint that we're taught to follow. Go to school, get good grades, land a job, climb the corporate ladder, and live happily ever after. But here's the catch: success doesn't always follow that linear path. In fact, the most extraordinary success stories are rarely found in textbooks because they are often written by people who threw away the traditional rules and forged their own way. Textbooks offer a formula for success that's safe, predictable, and easy to follow. It tells you what you should do, how you should do it, and when you should do it. But here's the thing: following a path that's already been charted out for you isn't what's going to set you apart from the crowd. To truly succeed, you have to break away from the conventional. Step outside of the textbook and create your own path, one that doesn't have an outline or a roadmap. It's in the moments of discomfort, of uncertainty, and even failure where real success is born. The textbook won't teach you that. It won't tell you how to pivot when things don't go as planned, or how to adapt when the path you've chosen turns out to be more difficult than expected. But that's where growth happens, when you decide to keep going despite the roadblocks and the setbacks. You learn more from the challenges than you do from the easy wins. For example, consider some of the greatest innovators of our time, people who didn't just follow the textbook but completely redefined the game. They looked at the established systems, the methods that everyone was following, and said, "This isn't enough. I'm going to do it my way." They didn't rely on a prescribed formula. They trusted their instincts, took risks, and often failed more than once before they succeeded. What textbooks also fail to teach you is the power of self-discovery and the process of learning from your own experiences. When you step outside the conventional, you stop relying on what others tell you to do and start understanding what works best for you. You might not have the perfect answer, but you have the drive to figure it out yourself. It's in those moments of trial and error where the deepest lessons are learned. Success doesn't have to be handed to you in a textbook. It's built on the courage to take unconventional routes, to challenge norms, and to trust that even if you fail, you'll come out stronger. The path to success is rarely a straight line, but it's one worth taking, because it's in the unpredictable journey where you'll find your true potential. So forget about the textbook. Write your own story. And remember, success is found when you're brave enough to create your own path, no matter how unconventional it may be. The power of failure. Failure is often seen as the opposite of success, something to be avoided at all costs. We're conditioned from a young age to see failure as a negative outcome, something that marks a deficiency or a shortcoming. But the reality is far different. Failure isn't a roadblock, it's a powerful force that drives progress, learning, and ultimately success. In fact, failure might just be one of the most important components of success that you won't find in any textbook. Textbooks typically offer clean, neat definitions and paths to success, often emphasizing success as the goal and failure as an unfortunate detour. But the truth is that failure is essential to learning and growth. Every great achievement, every groundbreaking innovation, every success story you admire has a foundation built on failure. The most successful people in the world didn't get to where they are because they avoided failure, they succeeded because they embraced it. They saw failure not as a reflection of their inability, but as an opportunity to learn, to refine, and to come back stronger. When you fail, you gain insights you can't get anywhere else. You discover your limits, understand what doesn't work, and see the areas where you need to grow. These lessons aren't taught in textbooks because textbooks can only offer hypothetical scenarios and abstract ideas. True growth comes when you face real-world challenges that force you to rethink your approach, reassess your strategies, and adapt in ways you never expected. It's in these moments that you build resilience, creativity, and persistence qualities that no textbook can give you. Consider some of the most famous inventors, entrepreneurs, and innovators in history. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before he perfected the light bulb. Steve Jobs was fired from the company he founded, only to return later and revolutionize the technology industry. J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter manuscript was rejected by numerous publishers before it became one of the best-selling book series of all time. Each of these individuals experienced failure, not once but many times. Yet they used those failures as stepping stones, turning each setback into a lesson, a chance to improve, and a reason to push forward. Failure teaches you resilience in ways that success cannot. When things go wrong, you face a choice. You can either give up or learn from it and keep moving forward. And it's in the choosing that true strength is born. Failure forces you to confront your weaknesses and confront uncomfortable truths about yourself and your methods. It's in that discomfort that growth happens. It's easy to feel like you're failing when things aren't going well, but if you can learn to shift your mindset and embrace failure, you'll find that it's a natural part of the process. It isn't the end, it's merely a chapter in your success story. No one can succeed without failing. Failure isn't something to fear, it's something to be thankful for. It's a powerful teacher, a relentless motivator, and a crucial element of success. Embrace failure, learn from it, and use it to fuel your next attempt. Because as countless stories have shown, it's the failures along the way that ultimately lead to the greatest successes. Embracing change and uncertainty. The world we live in is in a constant state of flux. Nothing stays the same, and everything is subject to change. But despite this, we often try to avoid uncertainty. We crave stability, predictability, and the comfort of knowing what comes next. Textbooks, for example, often present a set of rules and outcomes that are fixed, as if life follows a structured path. But in reality, the most successful people are those who embrace change and thrive in uncertain environments. Change is inevitable, and those who resist it or try to avoid it often find themselves left behind. But when you learn to embrace change, it becomes a powerful tool that propels you forward. In a textbook, success is often depicted as the result of following a predefined set of steps. It gives you a roadmap that, if followed, should lead you to your destination. But the truth is, life is not that simple. The future is unpredictable. And success doesn't happen in a straight line. The most successful people in history didn't rely on a set formula. They embraced the uncertainty that comes with life and used it to their advantage. They understood that the key to success isn't about having all the answers, it's about being flexible enough to adapt when things inevitably change. Uncertainty is something we're often taught to fear. We've all been told to plan ahead, be prepared, and follow the safest route. And while planning and preparation are important, they're not always enough. Life has a way of throwing curveballs, and the most successful people don't panic when things go off course. They pivot. They adjust. They take calculated risks and experiment with new ideas because they understand that without change, growth is impossible. The moment you stop fearing uncertainty and begin to embrace it, you open yourself up to new possibilities. Change forces you to think creatively and push beyond your limits. It challenges you to step outside your comfort zone, test new strategies, and explore different perspectives. It's through this process of trial and error, of adapting and evolving, that you make the greatest strides in life. While the textbook may tell you that stability leads to success, real success comes from those who embrace uncertainty, take action in the face of the unknown, and use change to fuel their progress. The world is full of examples of people who embraced change and redefined what's possible. Entrepreneurs, innovators, and leaders throughout history have taken risks in the face of uncertainty and found incredible success. They didn't wait for perfect conditions. They made the most of what they had, adjusted to changing circumstances, and moved forward. This kind of mindset allows them to seize opportunities others might miss. The ability to remain agile in the face of change is what sets the most successful apart from the rest. Embracing change doesn't mean you have to dive headfirst into every new opportunity without thinking it through. It's about being open to the idea that the world around you is always evolving and being willing to evolve with it. The future may be uncertain, but that doesn't mean you can't thrive in it. In fact, it's often the people who are best prepared for the unknown who emerge as the leaders of tomorrow. Instead of fearing the future, embrace it as a chance to grow, adapt, and create something new. Because the one thing you can count on in life is that change will come how you respond to it is what makes all the difference. The importance of mindset. When we talk about success, it's easy to focus on external factors, education, experience, resources, or connections. While these are important, they are not the defining elements of success. What truly separates those who succeed from those who don't is mindset. A person's mindset shapes how they approach challenges, setbacks, and opportunities. It's the lens through which they view the world, and ultimately it determines the outcomes of their lives. The textbooks may give you facts, theories, and strategies, but they can't teach you the power of mindset, because mindset is something that can only be developed through experience and self-awareness. A person with a growth mindset believes that their abilities and intelligence can be developed over time through effort, learning, and perseverance. They see challenges as opportunities to grow, not as insurmountable obstacles. On the other hand, someone with a fixed mindset believes that their abilities are innate and unchangeable. They view failure as a reflection of their limitations and avoid situations where they might struggle. The difference between these two mindsets is immense. The person with a growth mindset is more likely to take risks, try new things, and learn from failure, while someone with a fixed mindset may give up at the first sign of difficulty. The growth mindset allows for a level of resilience that the fixed mindset simply can't match. Textbooks often teach us how to memorize information or follow specific rules, but they don't give us the tools to shape our mindset. The most successful individuals, however, understand that their mindset at their greatest is their greatest asset. They consciously work to cultivate a positive, open, and resilient mindset, knowing that their mental framework will dictate how they respond to challenges. This is why mindset is often considered the most important determinant of success. It's not enough to have the knowledge, you need the mental fortitude to apply it, adapt to changing circumstances, and keep moving forward despite setbacks. Mindset doesn't just impact how we respond to failure, it also shapes how we view success itself. Someone with a growth mindset isn't just focused on achieving a specific goal, they are focused on the process of continuous improvement. They understand that success is not an endpoint, but a journey. This perspective allows them to stay motivated even when they don't see immediate results, because they know that each step forward, no matter how small, brings them closer to their larger goal. They don't expect perfection, but instead they embrace the idea that progress is made through consistent effort and the willingness to learn. Those who succeed don't just have the knowledge or the skills, they have a mindset that enables them to keep going, even when the odds seem stacked against them. They are driven by a belief in their ability to improve, adapt, and overcome. And they don't let fear of failure hold them back. Instead, they use it as fuel for growth. This mindset is what empowers people to create breakthroughs, to challenge the status quo, and to achieve things that once seemed impossible. You can read all the textbooks in the world, but if you don't develop the right mindset, you won't get very far. Success isn't about having the most knowledge or the best strategy, it's about believing in your ability to make it happen and having the persistence to see it through. A strong mindset is the foundation upon which all success is built. It's the quiet force that propels you forward, no matter how many times you fall or how difficult the path may seem. Without it, even the most well-laid plans are doomed to fail. But with it, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Real-world connections. Textbooks often focus on theoretical knowledge, the facts and figures that give us a structured understanding of the world. But in the real world, knowledge alone isn't enough. Success is shaped by relationships, human connections, and understanding the people around you. The greatest opportunities often come not from what you know, but from who you know, and more importantly, how you connect with them. Textbooks don't teach you how to build and nurture relationships, but in life, these connections can be just as important, if not more so, than what you learn in a classroom. In any field, the importance of strong connections cannot be overstated. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a scientist, a teacher, or an artist, your ability to collaborate, network, and form meaningful relationships will significantly impact your success. But real-world connections go beyond simple networking. They're about creating genuine bonds with others. It's about understanding people, recognizing their strengths and weaknesses, and working together toward common goals. Success often comes not just from your own efforts, but from how you can leverage the strengths of others and work as part of a team. In textbooks, success is often depicted as an individual achievement. You're encouraged to work hard, study, and excel on your own. But in reality, very few achievements are entirely solitary. We rely on others for advice, mentorship, feedback, and sometimes even for opportunities that help us get ahead. No one succeeds in isolation. The people you meet along the way, whether they're mentors, colleagues, friends, or even strangers, can provide you with insights, advice, and support that help you grow. Often, the doors that open to you are not the result of a textbook answer, but of someone else taking the time to guide you or offer you a chance. Building real-world connections requires more than just having a large network. It's about being authentic and showing up with a mindset of giving rather than simply taking. People want to connect with others who are genuinely interested in them, who listen actively, and who contribute to the relationship. When you focus on adding value to others rather than simply looking for ways to benefit from them, the relationships you form become deeper and more meaningful. These kinds of connections are built on trust and respect, and they lead to long-term success in ways that textbooks can never teach you. Beyond personal relationships, real-world connections also involve understanding human behavior. A good textbook can teach you facts and figures, but it can't teach you how to read a room, understand body language, or communicate in a way that resonates with others. These are skills that come from experience and interaction. The best leaders, communicators, and negotiators are those who have a deep understanding of human psychology and can connect with others on a personal level. Whether you're selling a product, pitching an idea, or simply trying to inspire someone, the ability to relate to others and understand their motivations is invaluable. In the end, success in the real world is built on the ability to form lasting, meaningful relationships. Textbooks may give you the knowledge to succeed, but it's the people you connect with, the mentors who guide you, and the teams you build that truly determine your success. As you move forward in life, remember that no one achieves greatness alone. Embrace the power of connection and watch how it opens doors, creates opportunities, and helps you achieve your dreams. The world is full of people who can help you along the way if you're willing to engage with them authentically and build those connections. Personal responsibility. In a world where circumstances, events, and other people often seem to dictate our lives, it's easy to fall into the trap of believing that success or failure is out of our hands. Many of us are conditioned to think that external factors such as the economy, our upbringing, or the opportunities we are given play a decisive role in shaping our futures. However, true success and fulfillment are not determined by the circumstances you find yourself in, but by the choices you make and the responsibility you take for those choices. Textbooks rarely teach you the power of personal responsibility, but it is one of the most essential keys to achieving any meaningful success in life. Personal responsibility is about taking ownership of your actions, decisions, and outcomes. It's understanding that you are the one in control of how you respond to challenges and how you use the opportunities that come your way. Many people go through life blaming others, whether it's a boss, a colleague, or society in general, when things don't go according to plan. But the truth is that the most successful individuals are those who recognize that they are responsible for their own lives. They understand that no matter what happens around them, they are the ones who determine how they react, what they learn, and how they move forward. This mindset shifts your entire perspective. Instead of waiting for external circumstances to change, you become proactive in shaping your own path. When you take personal responsibility, you stop looking for excuses and start looking for solutions. You become less reactive to life's challenges and more determined to create the outcomes you want. This shift is not only empowering, but it also opens up a world of possibilities. The belief that you are the captain of your own ship, regardless of the storms around you, gives you the confidence to take risks, overcome setbacks, and create your own success. Personal responsibility also means recognizing that you have control over your habits, your actions, and your decisions. Textbooks may tell you about success formulas, but those formulas are only useful when you commit to applying them in your daily life. Success isn't about reading the best strategies or learning all the theories. It's about consistently putting them into practice and holding yourself accountable. Every day, you make countless decisions that impact your future. The decision to wake up early, to prioritize your goals, to continue working when things get tough, these small choices compound over time and determine the direction your life takes. One of the most powerful aspects of personal responsibility is that it removes the victim mentality. When you stop blaming external factors for your shortcomings, you empower yourself to take control and make things happen. Personal responsibility isn't about denying that challenges exist or that certain situations are difficult. It's about acknowledging that despite these obstacles, you still have the power to choose how to react and what steps to take. Instead of feeling helpless or stuck, you recognize that you have the ability to move forward, even if it means making difficult decisions or taking uncomfortable actions. Ultimately, personal responsibility is about owning your life, your successes, and your failures. It's about understanding that everything you do and everything you don't do contributes to the results you get. This mindset allows you to grow, evolve, and take charge of your future in ways that textbooks can't teach you. The best part is that personal responsibility is not dependent on luck, circumstances, or other people's actions. It is entirely within your control. When you fully embrace this power, you step into your true potential and realize that your success is determined by you and no one else.